What is an odor-free toilet, how to make it, and why it is one of the most valuable appliances in any camping vehicle. That's what we're talking about today. Imagine you've been on a long-distance drive for 2 or 3 hours, and someone in your car really needs to go. But you just missed that last rest stop restroom. The next one almost an hour away. You are driving through a heavily populated area, and there are no bushes in sight. It is miserable. With this toilet in our Sienna minivan, we could stop anywhere, open the rear gate, step inside, open the lid of the toilet. The gate may be closed by operating with the key. Can you see me at all? Can you hear me? And once we're done, and we're back on the road in minimal amount of time. One may ask, can you do this with a 5-gallon bucket like this one? Yes, a 5-gallon bucket works for liquid waste only. If both liquid and solid waste are mixed together, you'd have to immediately remove it from your vehicle because the noxious smell from the bucket would be unbearable while driving. Also, if you're using a disposable bag in your 5-gallon bucket, dumping mixed solid and liquid waste at the next restroom is unpleasant and prone to spillage. To dispose mixed waste as a garbage legally, it needs to be solidified first. Solidifying powders, like these ones, are available, but they take time to work and are expensive. All of this is way too much commotion for a single bucket use. With our portable toilet, we can use it for up to 24 hours before it needs to be serviced. So what's the difference between a standard 5-gallon portable toilet and my 5-gallon portable toilet design? When solid and liquid waste are mixed together, a number of chemical reactions occur within a short period of time, releasing a long list of foul and noxious-smelling substances. When we use water toilet at home, mixed waste is quickly flushed away in the sewage system. This is not practical in the minivan. What is practical and effective is preventing liquid and solid waste from mixing by diverting the two types of waste into separate containers. This requires a special design of the toilet bowl. A number of separating toilets, also called composting toilets, are available on Amazon. Some of them too big for the space we have in our Sienna minivan. Some are too small and too low to the ground to be comfortably used on a regular basis. I decided to find a way to build a separating toilet myself that would fit our expectations. While searching for parts, I found Keldwick, a company in Europe that sells separating toilet bowls for portable toilets. I bought one a couple of years ago and built my first version of a toilet design using extruded aluminum parts left over from my camping rig build. My first do-it-yourself toilet worked quite well. Its modular design allowed for sitting facing inside or outside of the van while using it. But the cabinet was still a bit too large, and it was too low to the floor for comfortable sitting. Then it dawned on me, why not to use a 5-gallon bucket as a toilet cabinet instead? A 5-gallon bucket fits into the allotted space in the van with plenty of room for feet and has the right height for sitting. I'm going to take a minute to release the strapping belts. I chose to use a 5-gallon bucket made by Yeti. It is very sturdy, made of high-quality plastic, and has strap mounting cutouts that make it easier to immobilize the bucket in the van. I reused existing toilet bowl, cut it out to fit 5-gallon bucket, and devised a system for easy toilet servicing. The design consists of 4 main parts: 5-gallon bucket, toilet seat with separating bowl, and urine collecting container, and disposable toilet bag, which is typically attached to the seat. Let's look inside the toilet bowl first. It is divided by the ridge to urine collecting part with spout at the bottom and waste chute directing solid waste into disposable bag. Yeti bucket has several strap cutouts. I use them to secure a bucket to the aluminum rig frame in the van. I took advantage of the small lip at the top of the Yeti bucket, right here, to secure the toilet seat by cutting the seat to fit inside of the lip. Since the seat has seat cover that extends from the toilet bowl and the whole assembly is larger than the diameter of the 5-gallon bucket, I made a lip cutout at the back of the 5-gallon bucket. A piece of stainless steel piano hinge and stainless steel screws are used to attach the lid to the toilet seat. The toilet seat is held at the top of the bucket by a stainless steel wire with the loop at the bottom. It is pulled down by a ball bungee cord. The question was, what do I attach this ball bungee cord and how to make it continuously pull the lid down? What I realized that because the two straps are pulling the bucket both to the frame and down towards the floor, it actually has a pressure applied on the bucket downward. What then I realized that there is a recess here at the bottom of the seat, and it's small enough and just perfect size to put the ball. Because I have Toyota rubber mat, it gives me just enough flexibility to press it under, and under pressure of these straps, it stays in place. A hook and loop allow for a quick disconnect and removal of the toilet seat for quick servicing. To collect solid waste, we use disposable sanitary bags from Landberg. The bag is attached to the solid waste chute with another bungee cord. This is solid waste chute. Seat is upside down. So I position bag over the solid waste chute, and it's strong enough actually to lift the entire assembly. And you may say, well, how is it possible? Why doesn't it slide? And indeed, I had to create a little bump here on the outer surface of the solid waste chute, which is old bungee cord, fairly thick one, and several layers of self-sealing silicone tape. So it works very well, and see the demonstration how I service this toilet in actual campsite setting. And it's very straightforward, very easy, no fuss. It's done in a couple of minutes. The urine is liquid waste collected in a 5-liter milk pail. What is interesting that the height of the milk pail and protruding down spout overlap about by ½ an inch. That is when the milk pail is inside, when we're covering the bucket with the seat. As you could see, it hits the edge of the milk pail, and there is good ½ an inch distance. That gave me an idea that if I will hook the milk pail edge with the spout, it will prevent the milk pail from shaking inside. See, I'm not even pulling on the wire. Let me pull on the wire and shake inside. There's no bouncing around. And as you could imagine, if it's without the cover, there's a little rocket here going on, but it's obviously will bounce around. So the reason it's held in place is actually twofold. One is the spout catches the edge, and the other one, two cutouts here in the solid waste chute that capture the circumference of the milk pail. And of course, this is very important to keep container like this fairly sizable with liquid in place rather than bouncing around, creating noise and probably spilling stuff all over the place. I must say, I got really lucky in this project. A number of things came together nicely for the design of this toilet. The Yeti bucket has strap cutouts and useful lips at the top and bottom. The milk pail happened to be just the right height, and the Keldwick toilet bowl happened to fit the Yeti bucket. The most surprising thing is that this do-it-yourself setup works so well. Average human excretes about 2 liters of urine in 24 hours. The 5-liter milk pail is large enough to be used by 2 people and be serviced only once a day. The same applies to the solid waste bag capacity. Because the waste is separated, the toilet smell is not detectable when we drive or sleep in the van. The design now has been tested on 20 camping trips over the past 2 years. In fact, my wife told me that without this toilet, she would have not have come camping with me on these 20 trips. Let me summarize the main advantages of having a portable toilet. First, when traveling long distances, you can stop anywhere, step inside the van through the back gate, close the gate, and relieve yourself in privacy and comfort. Second, when camping and the restrooms are closed or in unsanitary condition, you have a private toilet right in your van. Third, and probably most valuable advantage, the ability to relieve yourself at night. All it takes is sliding from the bed onto the toilet seat and crawling back to bed without even disturbing your sleeping partner. As I have shown in previous video, an option to avoid opening and closing the rear gate multiple times while camping, a simple magnetic curtain can be quickly installed for privacy when using toilet at any time of day. Servicing this toilet is fast and trouble-free. After 2 years of use, we don't have any complaints about it. With ailing infrastructure at highway rest stops and camping facilities, I predict that in 20 years, every camping vehicle and luxury vehicle will be equipped with a factory-built separating toilet. I hope you found this video interesting. Thank you for watching. See you soon in the next video. Cheers.